Hello, my name is Benjamin Lilly, and today I'll be going over my 5.1 presentation. Before we get started, I'll be talking about the different kinds of topics I'll be going over. I'll be talking about video platforms and the uses that they have. I'll be talking about the 3 different kinds of video playing technology and key stage developments behind them. I'll be comparing lossless and lossy compression, explaining different key file terms, and talking about the key file term that is most effective for the smallest video. Different media platforms are mainly apps or streaming services that you will use to watch videos. Netflix is an American streaming service that legally streams movies. YouTube is a free streaming service where you can upload videos onto the internet. And Crunchyroll is a Japanese streaming service where you can watch popular Japanese shows. Netflix is used to watch different movies, TV series, and even their own original content. However, you will have to pay a certain amount of money to get the privileges for watching the services. YouTube is used to upload videos onto channels. Anyone can do this, anyone at all, including you. And viewers can watch these videos on your channel and like and subscribe. And if you get enough views, likes or subscribers, you will be able to get paid. Most people use this as a career. These people are called YouTubers. Anyway, let's get back to the presentation. Crunchyroll is used to watch different Japanese shows or anime. However, you will have to have commercials, unless you go for the premium package where you can see the shows early and even skip the advertisements. Different kinds of technology have gone through the ages, and video technology is no exception. I'll be talking about 3 different kinds of tech that is used for video. The first one being an SD card, or the secure digital memory card. This is a portable device that you can put in cameras and phones, and it stores a certain amount of data which you can use to plug into your computer and edit. The first standard edition for this type of SD card was made in August 1999, and throughout the ages in the early 2000s it was kept up in storage and software to modernize it, basically keep it up with the world, and was even upgraded to HD in 2006. The cloud system, also known as the cloud, was created in 2006, early 2006 to be precise. What this is used for is to connect to each of your mobile devices, like laptops, phones, and digital pads. In the early ages, it was used to send different work or videos to your colleagues. For example, let's say that you're in Canada making a music video or a film, and your studio is somewhere in London or Japan or Brooklyn. You will be able to send it to the cloud, and they will get it in an instant. So there wouldn't be any trouble in sending your content. The last bit of technology isn't really technology, but it's a system. It is the HD, or high definition for long terms. This type of HD uses high resolution and quality than standard quality. You would mainly know this as 60 frames per second or 1080p, and it is capable of showing every pixel in its highest resolution, so you can get those high definitionized photos or videos. Lossless and lossy compression is a system that is used to compress your quality and pictures when sending them to someone else. I'll be going over both of them and I'll be comparing them. First, let's go over lossy compression. Lossy compression is when you remove data from the file by making it smaller, by decreasing the file size. However, you will lose a bunch of quality from your picture, so it will be irreversible damage. You will not be able to undo this. However, lossless compression, instead of removing the data, you will be instead making the file smaller by shrinking the amount of data inside of it. However, you will be able to keep the quality when you do this, and you will also be able to reverse this. You'll be able to make it bigger again. When you are looking at a screen, you are also looking at different kinds of frames, and those frames have pixels in them. Little tiny ones, but there are a lot of them. So I am going to tell you how many pixels are actually in a 30 frames. What you will need to do is you will need to multiply the length and the width. For example, you will need to times 1920 by 1080, and you will find out the total of how many pixels are in a frames. And what I just got is 2073,600 pixels. But as we are looking at 30 frames, this would be a total of 117.98 pixels per second, which will download at a much faster rate. There are 3 different key file types for video, and these 3 file types do 3 specific things: compressing, editing, and recording. I will be talking about each of them. The first type of key file type are GIFs, which includes a HTML5 video tag, which shows footage, but it has no sound at all. So you won't be able to hear anything when watching these. There is also a DMG, a file type which is used by Apple, which is a format that is used to encrypt and compress different kinds of software data. And then another type of format, which you may be familiar with, is ROM. What this does, together with an MDF, you are able to create and edit different kinds of DVDs and Blu-rays. So if you wanted to put a video onto a disk drive, you will be able to do that. Alright, now that we have talked about some key file types, I will be talking to you about the most effective file type that you can use for a small video. Like, not a giant movie, but only for like a video that is about 2 minutes or 5 minutes. And this file type is known as MPEG. This is the most standard file type for moving pictures and audio, and you will be able to mainly see this on different kinds of DVDs and televisions. This type of format is used to create those kind of things. MPEG is also very similar to the MP4. The only difference is that the MP4 has a DRM, which is used to access copyright material using technological means. Alright, thank you for listening to my presentation. If you have any feedback on this presentation, I will be willing to answer it.